All right, everybody, we are back on YouTube and KUM TV. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jason Salas, and our friends at Special Olympics Guam, one of our favorite organizations to work with, are making the mark of a true athlete and a true champion. They are taking up different sports. Now, I have here Carol and Bill, and they are two very good friends of mine, and we are going to talk about the latest challenge, Carol, for Special Olympics Guam. First of all, Hafa Day, welcome back.
Hafa Day, how are you?
All right, excellent. And Bill, always good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, Jason.
And Bill's presence, Carol, I would say, basically signals the onset of softball for Special Olympics Guam.
Exactly, our first foray into unified softball
Very
program.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you've had bowling events very recently. You've had swimming events as well. This is the first time you guys have taken up softball?
Very first time in my 30-some-odd year history with Special Olympics. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Very nice.
Yeah,
And
we're excited.
Yeah, how did the athletes feel about it? You know, it's a new challenge.
Well, the moment I opened up registration, and it was at our bowling program, I have like 60 adult and high school athletes already signed up. So, yeah, they're very excited about it. They've been wanting another kind of team sport to do, and softball's always been something that you know, they've talked to me over the years. When are we going to do softball or, you know, one of those other kind of sports?
So you were making dreams come true.
So
and
yeah,
that's
with the help of Bill, yes, and his organization. I don't think it would happen without them. So
well, Bill, I'm sure this is a real treat for you because you have made your mark on our island community as bringing America's pastime to our island way of life. So
yes, and Special Olympic softball has been around a long, long time. So we're going to start it here on Guam and help assist with the Special Olympic athletes. So, you know, they have another venue, another way to get out and do things and have fun.
Well, maybe for the uninitiated, what are some of the rules, like maybe Special Olympic softball as opposed to, you know, baseball or softball? Obviously, the ball itself.
Well, Guam Pony Baseball is partnered with Special Olympics Guam. So we are going to be using the Special Olympics softball program that's already, you know, been instituted, and it's a guide to help us coach and teach the athletes on the field. So we're brought in the Pony Champions program, which is also a program for athletes with needs. So we hope to maybe this time next year, we'll start a Special Olympics Champions Pony League. That will be reoccurring on the Special Olympics calendar every year, again, to give the athletes another outlet besides the bowling, the swimming, and the track and field.
And aside from like a couple semantic differences, maybe a couple rule changes and everything like that, it's still the game that everybody loves.
Yes, actually, Special Olympics International follows the federations, all the different sport federations, the rules governing all the softball, baseball, everything. So we have the same rules, how we go about teaching the sport, and maybe a few modifications to include people with more physical disabilities or lower physical skills, or maybe they're blind. You know, we have, that is in addition to what goes on for the rest of the people who play softball.
There's adjustments and modifications can be made to meet the needs of the athletes. And of course, the athletes are anywhere from 8 years old to adults.
But everybody remembers what it's like, you know, no matter how old you are or what, you know, how fit you may be, if that's the proper, like, politically correct term, about standing in the batter's box, being able, you know, just to be outside, the fresh air, your teammates are behind you cheering you on and everything like that. It's an unmistakable experience.
Yeah, connecting with that ball.
Exactly.
And, you know, getting to the first base as fast as you can. I'm a horrible softball player.
I was going to say, in my case, striking out maybe the first 200 times you tried and actually connecting with the ball.
But I loved playing, and you know, I was never good enough for being on a team as such, as the people who, at the school I worked at when I first was here. But, you know, it was fun to get out there. It was fun to play. It was fun to interact with my teammates. And even if we won or lost, whatever, at the end of the day, we were a team, and we built you know, some good friendships from that, and that's, for me, that's one of the most important parts of this program.
Oh,
you know, yeah.
Well, and because baseball is something that unites pretty much each and every American, there's certainly people out there who say, I love the game, I love Special Olympics, I would like to contribute and everything. So, Bill, if people have a passion for this and they'd like to volunteer, they'd like to help out, how can they do so?
Well, they can come to Strike Zone and pick up a volunteer form, registration form, and they can participation form. And I'm sure they can also visit the Special Olympics Guam website and get the same document if they want to participate.
Also, we're having an orientation meeting for the volunteers this Saturday that Bill and I are leading. And they can come between 4 and 6 p.m. at the Harmon soccer field.
GFA.
Thank
complex.
you.
It's right up there, right up the street
here.
from
We're
us.
going to be in one of the buildings there in the meeting room. So, and we'll have a orientation about how the program's going to go for this coming 5 weeks and the 6th week, the Jamboree, and then a little bit about how they can help us and what their job is going to be.
So yeah, actually, Jason, this is a 7-week program. We're kickstarting now.
Yeah.
Even though the league is not till next year. So there'll be five Saturdays in a row where they'll come out to the Guam Baseball Academy fields at Ukadu High School to go through the different skills and activities. And then on the 7th Saturday, we'll have a jamboree in Agana at the Paseo field, where we'll let the athletes play 4 or 5 inning game, and we'll celebrate the movement for Special Olympics on Guam.
Well, we can